What is an underrated positional need for the Bears in the 2024 draft?
My under-the-radar position the Bears need to address in the draft is kick returner. I think that all the moves they've made and the players that they have on their roster, they really don't have a good designated kick returner right now. Dante Pettis and Velus Jones Jr. do nothing to excite me at either one of those positions. I know that they have limited draft capital, but if they're able to pull off a trade back, get a couple extra picks, looking at somebody on day 3 with kick and or punt return ability would be huge in my opinion. So that's my pick for Bears under the radar draft need.
I think the needs for the Bears are pretty obvious. We do quarterback, obviously, but then beyond that, wide receiver, interior offensive line, and edge are all really important. And with the Bears only having 4 picks, it kind of lays out that blueprint for them. But if we were going in under the radar, let's say there are some trade backs and you do accumulate some more picks and there's ways to fix that, I think I would go defensive tackle. There's a few ways you can go with this. You could say punter, you could say safety, but I'm going to go defensive tackle because I do think I like Javon Dexter, but and I expect a jump from him this year. I like Andrew Billings. He got a contract, so I think the Bears have showed they liked him. Not quite sure what we have out of Zach Pickens yet, and I do think if the Bears address edge, which I hope they do, that leaves DeMarcus Walker to float inside sometimes too, where he is the most productive or has been in his career. But behind those names, it does have a pretty steep drop-off, so to address that interior defensive line, I think could be an under the radar and a big improvement for some of that inside stuff.
A very interesting topic this week for most underrated position lead on the Chicago Bears. You can go a few different directions, but first, kudos to Ryan Poles. He did a great job bolstering the depth of this roster in his 3 off seasons on the job. So most underrated position need for me. I wrote up safety in the article because I know they signed a couple free agents, but I got to be honest, I'm not confident in the depth at that position. Elijah Hicks, when he's been forced into action, hasn't been the best. So I think safety is an underrated need. But I'm going to go a different direction, and I'm going to go to edge. Now, I know edge is a big need for this team because right now you've really only got Montez Sweat, DeMarcus Walker. But the Bears want to run 4 deep, maybe 5 deep coming off the edge. And right now there's no one there. If they get a guy early in the draft, then your 4th edge is Khalid Kareem, Jacob Martin, Dominique Robinson. Names that really don't inspire a lot of confidence. So underrated need, defensive end number 4.
In terms of needs, or should I say underrated needs, I still believe that the Chicago Bears need to address the center position and add some more competition. Even though Ryan Bates comes in with a pretty good pedigree, there still needs to be some more competition added at that all-important center position to make life for Caleb Williams and other quarterbacks that much easier.